Have you ever heard the story of Huang Young Cho? Sorry, my Chinese is terrible. I'm not even good at English. But anyways, this is one of China's biggest supernatural unsolved mysteries there ever was. And I'm going to give you a quick rundown of it. But basically, this guy time travels or travels vast distances almost instantly. And it's kind of freaking weird. So anyways, this happens in 1977. And Huang Young Cho is a young farmer. He's 21 years old working in this village. And around 10 p.m. he gets done with his farm work or whatever. He goes home to his unfinished house, and that's the last time the villagers ever see him for quite a while. So 10 days later, this village gets a telegram saying, yeah, we found Huang and he's alive. But the problem is this telegram come from 600 miles away and was dated only a couple hours after he disappeared. Like literally 9 hours after he disappeared, they sent this telegram. And there is absolutely no way a train, a car, a boat, a plane, it doesn't matter, whatever you have could have got him there that fast because it wasn't readily available to these poor farmers. So whenever he got back, they asked him what happened. They're like, hey, Wong, what happened to you? And he's like, well, I woke up, but I wasn't in the village. There was freaking lights and cars and trains and things blowing horns and people walking by. He said, I was in the city. He swore that he woke up in Nanjing, which is 500 miles from where he is, and had no clue where he was, where he got confronted by two officers who gave him some train tickets to go to Shanghai, and somehow they arrived there before he even did. So now he's 600 miles away. He's lost. He doesn't know what's going on. He finally finds somebody that he knows. They confirm his story and they ship his ass right back. Now the whole village, they kind of try to move on. They're like, oh no, everything's fine. It's whatever. Some people are like, yeah, we don't even believe you. And that was until he did it again. He literally disappeared again. Only this time he wakes up in Shanghai during a typhoon where everything gets really wild. He gets escorted to this military base to meet the guy that got him out of the situation the first time, and he's escorted by these two military officers that somehow go into this high security base without ever getting caught and drop him off to this guy. The wife shows up. She's like, who's this guy that you all just drug in, and who are you all? And they're like, yeah, whatever, peace out, we're leaving. They leave. Nobody ever hears from him again. So anyways, he gets interrogated. The village gets interrogated. They're like, is this guy a spy? How did he teleport in just a couple hours to get here, and how did he get on our military base? Like, they're kind of freaking out. So everything checks out. They're like, no, he's a good dude, just send him back. They send him back, and everything kind of goes to shit for him. His fiance leaves him because the whole town's like, no, you're a freaking devil. Nobody can travel that fast. Like, there's something wrong with you. And he gets a bad rap. His fiance ends up suing his family for like 200 yawns or whatever it is, a bunch of money, which leaves him completely broke, completely devastated. His wife's gone. His house isn't even finished. His life just sucks. And he's at his lowest point when it freaking happens again. But the third time it happens is literally the strangest one yet. Instead of falling asleep and waking up on the city streets, he wakes up into a luxury hotel, and he's greeted by these two people that were dressed up as officers and military men, and he's like, yeah, what's happening? Well, they take him on a 9-day journey, and they take him on a 9-day journey where they can literally travel anywhere in the world while flying, and him riding on their back in an hour's time. And in 9 days, they go to multiple different places that he has no way of traveling to. The thing is, all these places in his story, a lot of them match up. A lot of the things that he says is like true. There's nothing he's really lying about. And it's not like he had the internet or anything to know about all these different places. He just knows about them because he visited him. Now, a lot of different things check out. He did have a polygraph test that kind of failed, but this was like 20 years after it happened, and even the polygraph tester's like, dude, his memory isn't like sharp, and like he's obviously nervous. He's a farmer, and we're bringing him in to interrogate him. Like, I don't even know if this test is accurate, but he passed a ton of other tests, and they cannot explain how he got from one place to another, and there's eyewitnesses to the whole thing. Now, to this day, he lives quietly in the village. He doesn't like to talk about it. He doesn't want to be on TV. He doesn't want to be famous. He had nothing to gain from this but absolutely wrecking his life, and it's a pretty wild story. Now, that is a highly condensed version. It literally took me 27 minutes to tell half the story, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm just going to put it on my YouTube channel tomorrow. This is the condensed version, but there is a ton of details missing out of all this. this, not even this, but it kind of explains like how this is just not possible and why it became such a freaking infamous unsolved case, because all the weird stuff that happens just shouldn't have happened. And it's really weird. So if you want to check it out, I mean, my stuff's in my bio on my homepage or whatever. You can check it out or not. It's up to you. Anyways, I do think it's a very interesting case, and I figured you all would too. And it's just so freaking weird because there is no way that this could happen, but there is so many witnesses that it's like it happened. I thought it was cool, and I thought you all would think it was cool. And hopefully you enjoy it. And if you want to see the long one, it will be on my YT account on probably the 23rd or the 24th of August of 2025. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please follow for more stories or whatever you want to do. I'm so tired. I've recorded so much. Bye.